everybody. Sorry, I had to go off because I needed to quickly communicate with her to. Let me write the topic. Okay. Okay, sorry about the break-in transmission. Apologies for that. Our phone suddenly developed some funny faults this morning. We discovered this morning, so that's why it seems like. Okay, let me tell her I'm on. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I'm waiting for her to come on. So I just quickly dropped her a message. So as I was saying while we were waiting, so yes, personally I have people who I know. In fact, I know a lot of people on this, even on this Instagram, that have their 9 to 5 and are running the business, and sometimes even without having a 9 to 5, business is overwhelming. Now imagine running it with a 9 to 5. It is kind of, but somehow she has been able to manage it, and we are here to learn from her. I'm not saying she's perfect, she's 100%. We all know that everybody is a work in progress, but then when you see someone who is doing something better than you, I think the wise thing is to learn from them, how they are managing, how they are pulling through. So that is actually why we are here. I'm basically waiting for her. I'm hoping she's not having issues joining. I don't know what is going on. Let me drop a message again. Oh my God, we are all waiting, really. And I really want us to treat this today because it's something very important, and I have a lot of people who are looking forward to it. I'm waiting for them. I don't know why they're not online again. I guess because I went off anyways. So I'm hoping they'll join us back again soon, and I'm waiting for our guests for today. Hey, please, Holy Spirit, take control. Every power. Let me pray. Every power that wants to scatter our plans today. How do they do this prayer again? Please suggest it. Oh my God. Oh God. Our laptop is, she wants to use her laptop to join, so the laptop seems to be scattering our plans. Oh my God, please help us pray that God should intervene. Suddenly the front camera stopped working. Okay, just see, let her come. Please come online without your pics. Because our front camera, she discovered it had fault this morning. So I'm sorry her face will not be showing. Then maybe towards the end I will tell her to turn the camera so she can show her face. And for now, just bear with us, hear her voice, okay? Thank you, Morenike. Thank you so much. So just bear with us. We are going to have to see a black spot. Oh, she's here. I feel like crying. I want to see somebody's face. Why is it like this? Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, I'm waiting. Let me add her up. There's no need to wait any further. We'll just, the front of our camera is faulty, so you will not see her beautiful face. But I'm going to tell her to do something when we're almost done. I'm going to tell her to use the back of her camera to show us her face. So yes, she is on. We can see her camera. She's even showing me on her camera. Can you see? I mean, sorry, her laptop. Okay, yeah, we are, apologies, please bear with us. This is what you're going to see for today. Then when she's done, I will tell her to please show us her face so that we can see the face of the person that is talking to us today. So yes, Dr. Grace, over to you. Just tell us about, just talk anyhow, like you said. We want to learn from me. Here's my Bible. I dropped it in front of my laptop. This is it. Let me bring my notes. This is my notes. So everybody, just if you have any question before she starts, if you have any question, please feel free to comment it. I'll bring it to her notice so that she can answer. Okay, so if you have any question, feel free to drop it on the comments or use the question mark icon. That way it doesn't go away with with the comments, so that I can bring it up and she's going to answer it that way. So use the question mark icon if you have any question, and we are going to do our best to answer you. Thank you very much. So Dr. Grace, over to you. I am here. We are waiting.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having me, and apologies for my faulty camera. I tried using my laptop, but technology never reliable.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to briefly share my experience with working 9 to 5 and running a food business. Most of the experiences I'll share will be related to food business, but I think this can be applied into any other business that anyone is operating or looking forward to operating. So I started running my food business in August 2018. So August 2020 will make it 2 years since I started my business. Prior to that, I have been working for a while, normal 9 to 5 job. Most times people ask me why food, and I think that's one important question you need to ask yourself when you want to start a business. Are you going to start a business because everybody is doing it? Oh, restaurants is booming, food business is profitable. But yeah, you have to look at the profit also, but do you have interest in it? So I run the business jointly with my husband, so he may come up once in a while in our discussion. Both of us enjoy trying out different foods. My close friends know that we are fans of a new restaurant is in town, let's go check it out. So that's something that's of interest to both of us. So when we thought of starting a business, we asked ourselves, what do we enjoy and what do we like doing? We like going to restaurants, we like eating out, we like trying food and all that. So restaurants was top on our list because it's something we had interest in. So because we have interest in that already, that is it's not a guarantee for success, but it's already something that I have my mind.
Your passion.
This. Yes. So it's something we knew we're interested in. Then most people say, oh, why an amala joint? Why didn't you go for something chic and fanciful and upscale? I love amala.
Hey, now I'm knowing that today.
When I was pregnant,
wow.
I could cry if I don't get amala.
Wow, that's serious.
I know my husband had to go out at 9 o'clock one day, 9 p.m. to look for amala for me. That's how much I love amala. So it was more of what we both liked, what our passion was, and what I have interest in. Yes, I'll go to fanciful restaurants, but any day, anywhere, where will I want to go? I want to go to a buka. One is affordable and the taste is good.
And that local taste too. That thing, people always, even here in the UK, we are always like, we want that local taste.
But if I want to go to a fanciful restaurant, it's a one-off thing. I don't think everybody is comfortable to spend. Everybody may be, but reasonably, an average person is not comfortable to spend 5,000 every day on a meal. But people will be more comfortable to spend 800 naira, 1,000 naira on a particular meal. So what was the idea then? We love restaurants. We think a buka joint will be good. So the idea was, okay, what are buka joints known for? They're known for being dirty. They're known for having poor customer services. They're known for not having technology or televised processes. So this was what we thought we will come in with it. So get a buka restaurant that is not just the normal buka where you go there, the place is dirty, the place is disorganized, no organization, nothing. So this was what we thought. Okay, there were restaurants in Abuja that do this, but how many of them were there? And also it was to feed on our entry point was price, differentiation, and then portion. So we're clear on that. This was our interest. We're clear on which area we wanted to penetrate the market with.
Basically, you planned before even getting into it.
Yes. So these are the things. It's a planning process that makes the whole being able to run it easier in quotes, because it's never easy.
Yeah,
so you have to sit down and plan all this. So first we had to get a location that was very strategized, like where we knew that, oh, this was missing in this place. And then most times when you go to, apart from when you go to the really old, not really old, really bookers that have been around for a long time, and then the roadside, they are able to say, oh, I want only one spoon of rice. Most times you go and they tell you, even if you go to Kilimanjaro, all these restaurants that we think, or fast food that are quite affordable, they still say, oh, it's a plate 1,500. But what we said we're going to do was that we're going to try and penetrate the market through price differentiation and give customers the choice to determine the portion they wanted.
Wow.
So we went to portioning. So you will say, oh, you can, if you want to buy only one spoon of rice, then also buy 1 spoon of beans, buy 1 spoon of gari.
Oh my God, our network is bluffing. Let's hold on a bit. I'm hoping she's going to come on soon. I'm hoping she's going to come back again. This network, I don't know why. We need to go and sue all the network providers in Nigeria. Sincerely speaking, it's beginning to look like a trend. Why? And the people parties, we pay. Let me say we, because I'm not there, but we paid. And before you say Jack, the network is gone. I'm sure she's going to come back. It's a network. So basically, these are the few points I've held so far. Don't just go into a business because people are going into it and it's looking like they're making money. Go into a business because you have a passion for it. And not just passion, know your why. Why do you want to do it? Of course, to make money. But like I learned yesterday in the, is it Esther Summit, if I remember the name of that summit very well. When Jimmy Tell was speaking, no, it's not Jimmy Tell, it was Obon King. He said, you need your passion, and not just your passion, your own motivation to be able to stand in your business or whatever field you have chosen to be. So it's a mixture of passion and motivation. Now the motivation is not coming from outside, it's coming from inside. Yes, Esther Summit, thank you. The motivation is coming from inside. And as a counselor, I've come to know that no matter the push I give you as a counselor, if you have not pushed yourself from inside, all my pushing is just going to be like me throwing stones at a wall. It's going to come back to me. Until you are receptive of that motivation, I will only be talking jargons. So you have to first motivate yourself. So you need that passion and motivation, self-motivation, for you to be successful in whatever you're doing. Because, oh, thank you, that no problem, I understand. I think it's the network. Let me add you again. So is that you need both passion and self-motivation. And we all know food business is not, my mom did food business when I was I think I just left secondary school, just did it for a program in church. Hey God, that day I promised myself they will never find me in that business. It's so stressful. So how she's managing is what is amusing me with a 9 to 5. So over to you, please continue.
Okay, so before you, like I said, these are the things you need to get in place and also have in place before you. I think because most times people don't sit down to think about these things before starting a business. They just go, oh, this person has a big clothing shop. Oh, I have capital. Let me go and order clothes from China. Without having a clear thinking of, oh, is this where, do I have interest in selling dresses? Is it something that I can go through the thick and thin with because, it's something I would enjoy doing? And then food business requires organization skill. To a level, I'm a very good organizer. That's something I learned from my mom. So I knew that I like organizing. I like events. So I was the event planner in my house. Things like my wedding, I planned it myself.
Wow.
And even the hotel had to ask for my planning guide for them to start using it.
Wow, that's
so
interesting.
I knew that I had
those. Monetize it, please.
I had those skills already. I checked, do I have the skill set to run this business? So those are things you need to really sit down and check. And also, when you're running a business with a partner, either your spouse or an external partner, you need to both sit down and assess your strengths and your weaknesses. So that's one thing my husband and we did. We sat down and said, I know that technical, dealing with government, that is your own strength. So presently in my restaurant, they know when to call me, they know when to call my husband. There are things they will never call me for, and there are things they will never call my husband for, because working with us, they are already clear on who has strength in this, who has more expertise in this. And also, it's also important to note that you don't need to start infiltrating. Yeah, the person can share, but there's no need to start infiltrating into what the other person is doing and say, oh, no, I also want to. Once you know that person is an expert in that. So once you're clear about your interest and passion, the next thing you need to think about is your capital, your starting capital. So for running a business, there are two options. You say you want to rent a place, and then you can get the options of leasing. To rent a good place in Abuja, we'll be saying 1.5-2 M for like a small square meter, which may not give you all the things you need in a restaurant. So we had that option, but we also had the option to lease a land and then build on it. So even though this COVID is going on right now, I'm not paying rent. So it's the issue of rent. I'll pay rent, or I have to put money for rent. That alone is a lot of pressure. It's not as if you have to rent, you shouldn't go for it. But you should be sure that is the best option for your business. So we went for the leasing option, which was to lease a plot of land, which was even lower than the price of renting, and then build a structure on it. So the lease was for a particular period of years, which can be renewed. But you know that the structure, even though it is temporary, but it will be, what is now my goal? I'm working towards getting enough profit to build a permanent structure. So you know that is now your goal. I am now working towards saving money to build a permanent structure. So we've sorted some of the things that you need to sort out. And also one thing I'll touch on again is competition. I am not of the policy of tracking your
Thank you. Our network has gone off again. That point is very, very important. Same thing with me. I don't buy the idea of sitting or tracking, or my own word usually is sitting on your competitor's page, because first of all, the disadvantages are more than the advantage. Disadvantages are comparing yourself. Number two, your business is unique. It may look similar. Okay, food business, clothes business, or cake, and everything is looking similar. But at some point, your uniqueness will start living, because you will want to start living like the person you are trying to compete with. Your originality will now go into thin air or into the shadows, all just because you are trying to beat your competitor. And that's the danger of trying to compete with someone, always monitoring them, tracking them, seeing what they are doing next. It is okay to follow them. It is okay to check their page, pick one lesson or the other, but now making that place of your room and parlor is like you want to give yourself hypertension, and you want to even turn yourself to a shadow of your competitor. And it even takes your originality away. It takes your, because let me tell you something, especially when it has to do with this Instagram, if your personality is taken out of your business, you are going to lose your customer, because your customer, most times people buy because of who you are. They are not buying just because of what you are selling. They are buying because of you. Like, you are the reason they are buying. They just like you. They like the way you do your business. They like the way you manage it, and they just love your personality. I have many people. I have people I buy from. Now, the reason I buy from them is not because I can't buy it cheaper elsewhere, but because I've come to love them. So sometimes people buy from you not because your money is even cheaper, but because of your originality. Yeah, network. I'm sure she's going to come back. I'm sure she's going to come back. Once she's back, I'm going to add her again. So I'm just continuing for now while we wait for her to join. I just checked now, she's not yet back. So as far as I'm saying, don't compare yourself. You can learn from anybody, learn from your competitor. In fact, for me, I don't like using competitor. Yeah, it applies to our everyday life. You don't compare yourself with people, because by the time you start comparing yourself with people or your competitor, it affects you. It takes your originality away. It takes you, the essence, like the thing that makes you you. It removes it. You can go to your competitor's page to learn from them, to see where you're making mistakes, but that should not be the only place you go and start comparing. Hey, she's doing this, I'm not doing that. You're going to lose yourself. You will lose your business. You will lose yourself. You will lose even that little income that is coming already. You're going to lose it. So why am I saying this? Stay on your lane. Just be your own competitor. Compare yourself with yesterday. Are you better? If you are not, then work harder on being better. No problem. I know it's Nigeria. This I'm used to it. Don't worry. As far as my guest is from Nigeria, I understand it's rarely your fault. It's most times the network, and unfortunately, these people will still collect the money.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry. I'm so
No
sorry.
problem.
I don't know what's wrong. The phone, aside the network, the phone, I don't know. It just keeps tripping. No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Please continue. I decided to keep quiet so you can continue.
Sorry. I don't know. I just hope it doesn't go off again. I don't know.
Hopefully. Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
So that's for me, that's one thing. So I stopped at the competitors. So yeah, it's good to go around and see what everybody is doing. But my mindset was not to try to outlive my competitor, but to be the best at my restaurant.
Network is starting again. What's doing this network? We need to do something to it. Oh no. Let's hang on. Hopefully it would rectify. He's acting up again. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You know, there's a little we can do when it has to do with technology. We are more like on rent when it comes to internet and everything. You just does its own when it feels like. So thank God. See, you went off at some point. So if it's possible to repeat what you've been saying, I'm not sure you knew.
Okay.
So please, can you repeat it? You stopped at you go to your competitors to pick a lesson and all that.
Yeah, but I went there to check. Okay, what's this? And mostly I did that through Google review. So what I did was that before I started, I went on Google, checked most of the restaurants operating already, and see what are the reviews that people say about them, and where do I need to improve on my own practices. But it wasn't that I had this competitor that I said I must be more than that person, because at the end of the day, that is all you'll be chasing. But my goal was, how can I ensure that my restaurant is the best it can be? So most times the question I ask myself is not, am I doing better than that person? I ask myself, is this the best we can be at this point in time for my restaurant? So that's one thing that has helped me.
Great.
Just like the basics. So I'm just trying to say things that you have to put in place to ensure. So now you start off the business. I still work my normal 9 to 5 job, and that is mainly because I have a career path that I have for my career. So aside being a business owner, I also have my career path. So that's the major reason I still work, and it is my work is also very demanding. So prior to starting my business, I knew the set date for my business to start, and then I ensured that my leave was during that time. So I took my leave.
Please help us, bro. This network has to cooperate. We must enjoy this session seriously. You need to enjoy it seriously, and I don't like the way it's going off and on, off and on. Devil will bind you. Devil, I bind you. At this moment, I bind you. This session needs to go seamlessly. Madam Lola and Silver Street, thank you for highlighting the points. She mentioned. Let me start from where Madam Lola mentioned. She said, yes, have a structure, create interest. Then Silver Street says, I aim to be the best of my version, and that's actually should be everybody's goal. You should be your own competition. And she said something. She said, even the competitors she's checking is actually not on Instagram. Imagine, she actually goes to Google. And let me give a little tip here. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, and one of the best ways to get better is to go on Google and research. But many people think it's all about going on Instagram pages, different pages, and see people that are doing. I used to have some people in my line of business that I used to follow. I think I may still be following them, but for some strange reason, I guess because I've not been going to their pages, I no longer see their posts. I think it's the Instagram algorithm. Once you're not visiting a page, you will really see it on your timeline. These people, like, I forgot they even existed, but the time I used to follow them, like, used to check, was when I just started, when I wanted to I was trying to figure things out. The reason I started my business was not just because of passion. It was because I was almost wearing rats. So it's not, hunger was not really dealing with me. Well, hunger was there, but mine was that I was not having clothes to wear. Imagine me wearing one bra for 2 years, a set of pants for 2 years. So you can imagine the kind of poverty that was striking my life. So I just needed something to help me, and I didn't have money for capital. I actually started a business, and I was duped in that business. So because of that, oh, thank you. I wasn't looking. Let me add you back, please. My own topic, my own story can't wait. I'm looking for you. Somehow I can't find you. Can you go off and add yourself again? I can't find you here. Please go off and add again. Okay, let me try again. I can't seem to locate. If you can send the request, please send it, because your name is not being suggested to me here. Yeah, I can't find your name. So please, if you can send the request, please send it to me so I can add you. So as I was saying, I'm waiting for us, so I'll keep checking. Anyways, I'll keep checking to make sure that I'm not delaying, because I don't want us to go beyond 1 hour. I have a program I also want to attend. So basically, what led me to this business was the fact that I was wearing rats. But as time went on, I developed passion. But between that time I developed the passion, I realized that I don't understand the business model. I don't know how to charge. I don't know how I don't know a lot of things aside that I can go and buy, and I have the person to ship for me. So those were my own distance, but I didn't know how to. Let me drop her a message. Okay, so I didn't know what to do at that point. So I would follow them, check on their page to see. In fact, at some point I had to approach them like, please, can you help me? And as usual, majority saw me as a threat, like, hey, this one wants to come and take my money. In fact, not even majority, all of them, all the people I approached. So the only means I could learn was to study from afar. Then a friend helped me out, and she was able to help me get out to get the fee, and that was how I was able to, okay, let me start for you again. Oh yeah, thank God. Let's continue. So that was how I was able to figure it out, and then passion entered. So really, not that this thing I did will not work for some business. So please don't just dabble into something and don't learn in a painful way. Learn from other people's experience. So yes, let's just continue. So over to you, please.
Sorry, I think now we need to pray for my phone because it's never done this before. So I'm just
we are binding and casting already.
Going off on its own. So I'll just move to, since time is already fast spent, so I'm just going to move to okay. So I said when I knew I wanted to start, I took 2 weeks off. What was the need for this 2 weeks off? Was for me to understand the processes of my business myself. So I ensured that I went to market myself. I knew the price of goods, I knew the cost of goods, I knew where to buy goods, and I knew how each process of my business operates. How the teller operates, how the servers operate, how the cooks operate. That was the main goal of taking those 2 weeks off, to understand my business processes by my own self.
Deliberate actions.
So it was easy. I had people who had employed who I could send to the market. But those first 2 weeks, I went to market myself. I went to the abattoir myself. Things I'd never done in my life. I went to the abattoir myself. I went to where this tomato market, rice market, everywhere. I went there by myself just to understand how this process, because I've never had a restaurant before, but to understand how this process runs, I ensured that I go through the process. Not somebody will tell you, madam, we go market today or 5. They say 1 basket now.
And we all the Nigerians can be very interesting.
So I ensured that I went through the process, the course of understanding the business process in itself. So when that was clear, I now developed standard practices. So first, the major standard practice for a restaurant is your food. Because one thing people won't like is they come today, your food is tasting well. They come tomorrow, the taste of your food is different. So we set up recipes for each food. So a mudu of jollof rice, there was a recipe. 1 mudu of beans, there's a recipe. 1 mudu of fried rice, there's a recipe.
Wow.
So and standardized.
This is serious planning.
And also it is important you do this because no cook is going to be with you forever. And if the recipe is the person's personal idea, that the person comes in the morning, today it seems I'll put 2 salt or spoon of salt in this thing, then it's sweet. Then another one comes and says, no, me, I don't like 2 spoons of salt. I don't like salt like that. Maybe half.
Wow.
So I had to standardize. One thing I say to people is that my restaurant works in a circle. And I'll explain that later. And that is because of the standard practices we put.
Wow.
So we had standard recipes. And even after the corona, I still had after the lockdown, I had a conversation with my staff again to go over these recipes and the standards. So in that way, when you have standards, you know that today, so far for the week, we have cooked 2 bags of rice, for example. With your recipe, you know that 2 bags of rice should be half gallon of oil. And then the store manager comes to you, madam, we need to buy oil. You look at him and say, where from? But if you don't understand these things, that
this will be the reason why so many businesses are suffering.
Yes. So for me, I know that a bag of rice is 24 mudu, the mudu of measurement we use.
Yeah.
If you are cooking 1 mudu of rice, we have another measuring cup that you use to measure to the front house. So the restaurant is divided into 2. Front house deals with customer, serves customer, teller and all that. Back house, cook, kitchen assistant, cleaners. So once the store manager gives the back house 1 mudu of rice, In our serving portion to the front house, that serving cup is 8 cups.
Wow.
So 1 mudu of rice is 8 cups. And
wow.
for 1 cup, I know that I should get 8 portions of rice. If I was using my laptop, I'll have showed you. So when you cook 1 mudu of rice, I know that I should get 24 portions of rice sold for my 1 mudu of rice. So that is one measurement that I know for everything that happens in my restaurant.
Wow, like I'm even so like thank God I'm also learning, because sincerely speaking, now anyone that does not understand all this planning you have put in place and now see that your business is growing, they will not understand that it is because there's a plan in place that eyes are not seeing. Yes. All they are seeing is the result of a well-planned business. Oh my God. Please, I want you guys to just click on that love button so that she can know that she's dropping some life-saving points here. Seriously, these are points that a lot of businesses need to actually understand. And many people go into business without plan. I'm a culprit. There's no point lying. Like, I entered this business, like I said, I entered it because my clothes were tearing. So I just started. Luckily for me, I didn't need to invest money. So, wow, please continue. Don't let me, we need to learn more.
So, that is why I say my restaurant works in a circle. And another major point, the major point I'm trying to make here is leveraging on systems and technology. Given that I can't be in my restaurant 24/7, what did I do? I knew that I needed to have systems in place and I needed technology. So, if I have an app I use, I'm at home now, whatever they are selling in the restaurant, I can view it. So presently, I know that they've sold about 2 mudu of rice as I'm sitting here in the restaurant.
Wow.
As I'm sitting
my God. I need to clap. Seriously, I'm just like, oh, network, please stop it. Stop it. This is eye-opening. You know that it will be difficult for our staffs to actually steal. Because let's be sincere with ourselves, when it comes to Nigerian food business, the staffs, they steal food products, the items and all that. Right now, with all this, will be forced to be truthful. Everybody will be forced to be sincere. And in a way, it's even going to help those people to have this mindset of knowing that nothing is their own. You only earn what you work for. Unlike some restaurant that anybody can just steal food, and that's why some restaurants will keep running down instead of growing. They will keep struggling. You will rarely see them having a second what's it called? A second branch. But with the way she's going, I see her not just in Abuja alone. I see her all over Nigeria, because you can see the plan. Like, the plan alone has already spoken. Then the level of education, exposure. She took time to go and we know she got it from our love for trying out food. I'm trying to check if she's back. Okay, she's not yet back. Okay, we understand that the business was born out of her love for food, but she didn't just sit on her passion only. She went into to understand the system of the business. She decided to go and try the business, and when they were going to start, she went into the market herself. She didn't say, I'm a doctor, let me just send someone to go and do it, like some people would do. They would just do because they have one particular certificate. You want to do a business, you have to dip your hand into the dirty part of it, so that way your business structure will remain. That way people will find it difficult to steal from you, and even when they try to steal, you will easily know. And now she's taking advantage of the technology. And this is some things that people need to also understand, that technology is there for our good. This technology, that CCTV here, checking what is going on there, it is for our good, but a lot of people don't want to invest. You don't want to invest in something that can even save you from more wasting money. Because in the long run, with the CCTV and all the applications, I'm hoping she's going to come back so she can tell us some of the applications, so anyone that needs it can make use of it for their business. Let me see. She's not back yet. If we are unable to round up today, we would organize a second time. She would. She needs to come back and finish this one. But I'm hoping she can still make it. Let me check the time. We still have about 10 minutes for her to round up. So there are some points she has that she has made already, and I'm hoping this has really enlightened a lot of us, and it will make you to understand that this is some of the reasons why some business that just started yesterday seem to be going very fast. It is because they have a structure, they have a plan, they have something they have put in place, they have understood the process of the business, they have understand how the business work, and they are not trying to compete with anybody. They are on their own lane. And then she said something about going to Google to research for reviews. Now she is not going to their pages to see. I was even going to their page to learn. No, thank you. Thank you. Now she is going to their page, to Google, to get the reviews, because it is from the reviews you will know where the customers are complaining, and then you can now make your own corrections before even making the mistake. Do you understand? So going for the reviews is even wiser, because yes, I've added that. Going for the review is even better because you will even make a correction before making the mistake. So that means you won't even make the mistake at all. Over to you, please. Please continue. I'm enjoying this session seriously.
I'm so sorry, Yasin. I didn't
No
think
problem.
that we were going to be. I don't know.
No problem. It's fine. Please, let me beg of ahead of time. Please, we'll want the second time, because it's obvious that there are a lot of things to talk about, and this time is definitely not going to be enough for us. Yeah. Please.
Okay.
So wherever you stop today, we'll manage it like that, and then we'll organize another time.
All right. So on technology. So now it operates in a way. I was using a particular app previously, Loiverse. I'll drop it in the comment section.
Okay.
Then I was introduced to another one recently too, and that one does is for everything that comes into the restaurant, any purchase, any yam, rice, whatever, it goes straight into the system. First, you have suppliers invoice, so you're clear of what the supplier is supplying, you're clear of the price, you authorize the payment to block situations of suppliers supplying less, or staff interference, or trying to hack the price, or all that. So you ensure that you put means to curtail that. So it goes into the system. 15 bags of tomato came into the restaurant today, right?
And you're in your house. You're in your house.
And I'm in my house. And I'm in my house. And
that's you leveraging on technology.
So I can see that today they bought 1 bag of tomato and then they bagged 15 bags. So they put the 15 bags into the system. Then for each day, they have to do production. So they take 4 bags out. And also, because we already have standard recipes, we know that when you take 4 bags of tomato and blend, this is the quantity of jollof rice you should be able to cook with it. This is the quantity of stew you should be able to cook with it. This is the quantity of goat meat sauce, of assorted sauce. So all those things are already standardized, because there's a recipe measurement for everything. You are cooking 2 mudu of rice, you need 3 cups of pepper. You need 2 cups of pepper. So it is there. You cannot say today you blended the normal blend of tomato mix that we need, and then you say, madam, it has finished. And I'm going to ask you,
it will be so difficult to even steal. And this is one thing that I'm enjoying, because it's rare in food business that people will not steal. Very rare.
So that's the circle it works in. So you take the raw materials, you enter them, you take them to usage. There's the check that the raw materials you took produce the amount of goods or food that is supposed to produce. That way you are checking the theft of raw materials.
Wow.
So yes,
Hey,
petty stealing can still be there. Take 1 cube of Maggi, but the stealing will not be stealing that will cost you
much.
so much.
Mm,
Because, and also with time, you understand the processes in your business. Now, if automatically with practice, if you tell me you took 2 cubes of Maggi and then you come that you need another one, I can tell you clearly why. What do you use? And they know me for that one.
hmm,
Why? Why do you need it? Because I'm like, what have you cooked that you need an extra Maggi? And
hmm.
they're like, then they now go back and say, oh no, madam, we still want Maggi for somewhere. The Maggi that they kept somewhere, it has come out automatically.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it's not just
Wow.
operating, you have to understand the processes involved in production of these goods. And since you will not be there 24/7, you need to leverage on technology that helps you monitor these things.
Hmm.
So now food is produced, they've used the raw materials, they've produced the food.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I saw your comments. Our network is hanging again, but I saw your comments. I know. See, one thing is started. She's coming. There'll be a second time. I'm going to ask her for our next free time so we can continue. In case today we can't continue, because I know we are close to 1 hour already. Looking at my time, we are very close to 1 hour. But you know, when you understand the process of your business, you diversify, it becomes easy on you. You are even able to live your life as it is now. With the way she's talking, I'm sure if she wants to go on holiday outside of Nigeria, it will be easy for her to travel and her business will still be running perfectly because there's a structure. She also employed competent people. It doesn't mean that these people are 100% trustworthy, but because there's a structure, it's going to be difficult for them to steal and rip her off. As it is, I see her having another branch very soon. And it is not because there's one magic anywhere, but because she has put structures in place. See, I can guarantee you there will be a second time. We are going to have a second session of this. And I promise that we are going to finish it because I know time is fast spent. And to be candid, today is really, really mind-blowing for me. And because I have some plans, I also learned a lot from this. And one of the lessons is, before you jump into something, even if with your passion, first of all, enter it and experience it yourself. Enter the situation yourself. yeah, a master class. I'm not even sure she's ready, except I push her. She's that kind of person that just like her. You know, when they say someone likes to just remain, I'm sure this camera that is not even functioning in a way she's happy. She's that reserved. She does not like. It's me that like the public view. You can see me. I like to be seen, but she likes to be like, that's her nature. So don't be surprised if she doesn't want to do it. But trust me, I'm going to save this. And luckily for us, Instagram have done something that has to do with me being able to save it directly to my what's it called, my IGTV, so you can catch up there for those who have missed from the beginning, because time is fast spent and I also have a class I have to go and attend now. So I'm not sure she would come back. So I'll just round off here, and that is that your passion is not enough to start your business. You need your passion plus motivation, plus understanding the process of the business, plus digging your hand into the mess of that business. Market survey, you need to do it. Don't just enter the business. Understand it, and then when you understand the business model, how the business runs, then put structures in place. Be ready to delegate. Be ready to pay people to work for you, so that way your business can, work, can be on a great efficient level, that you'll be able to come across as having a great quality in service or product, depending on what you are doing. So don't just dabble into something because people are doing it. And then if you need to learn from your competitors' mistake. How do you do that? Go on Google. Don't go on Instagram, because your competitor, in fact, I can do like this. Oh, she said we should move to her page. Okay. let's go to her page, please. You will just click on my DP. You will see me live there. But before I run, let me just say something, and that is that don't just jump into a business because people are doing it. Make your findings, Be ready to go for the all stress before you jump into it. So yes, let me go off now and join her on her page. She says she's on there. See you soon, ladies and gentlemen.